Well, good morning, YouTube. All right, guys, it is Tuesday morning. Chip is here. Amanda is here. We are getting ready to start doing the setup. Just trying to motivate ourselves. It's about quarter till 10 a.m. Just trying to find that motivation to get out there and get it started. We know it's got to get done. It's time to do it. So yesterday while we're out on a ride, Beeswax, which is a local detail company right here, came out and they cleaned Goliath all up. You know, he's still an ugly old guy, but he's clean. He's had a bath at least, and it looks like they actually did a pretty good job. Not too bad. Hadn't been washed in Sturgis, so a couple thousand miles of road grime, plus sitting in our gravel parking lot for the last few weeks. He had a dusty covering on him. All right, so now we're just waiting for Chip to finish socializing with his friends, and we're gonna get this started. We got one ladder out, we gotta get the other ladder out so that we can start getting these awnings put up. All right, guys, so it's time to put the awning up, and basically Amanda and I become the aerial team. We go upstairs. Katie, Talon, and Chip will stay downstairs and do their part. So I know we got a lot of new viewers. You guys might be interested in seeing how all this works. So up on the roof of Goliath, we have a toolbox mounted to the roof. It's permanent, it stays here. That's where the actual fabric for the awning goes. All the metal work for the awning on Goliath is up here. The metal work and the fabric for the trailer are back there at the trailer. We'll go over that when we get there. All right, and because the awning that we use is actually a little bit longer than the boxes on Goliath, I've got to build this little substructure up here, up top, before we can actually start putting the awning out. So there's a bracket there that clips in, and then I put that front pole on. It goes all the way down to the step out front. And then I've got to bolt in this crossbar, which ties into the rest of it. And from here, it's permanently mounted. While I'm doing that, Amanda starts fishing the zipper rail into the top, and the guys and Katie are laying out the legs and the front crossbars down there that are stored in the back of Goliath. All right, so now I take all of this metal and I hand it down to the crew so they can lay it all out in place. All right, so each bundle that I send them has got a rafter and then a bottom return, and I hand it over to them and they lay them all out in place. All right, and at that point, they can start hooking all of the rafters to the side of the truck while Amanda and I get the actual fabric laid out so that we can then throw it over to them once they get the framework built down there. And like I said, the awning is stored in this box. So I hand Amanda her end, and she takes it down to that end of the trailer, or the truck, I should say. And then when she pulls it her full way, then I grab the other end and pull it out this way. And with it laid out into place, we start the zippers or attaches to that rail, so that once they're done down there, we can just throw this up and over and they can pull it down into place. Chip spike always draws the attention. Looks like Sanity is just about all set up over there as well. All right, and now they're finishing up with the front crossbars and the legs. Almost time to throw this over. So that framework goes up in about 10 minutes. All right, so now we just kind of throw it over. Talon can grab that. Oop, hang on, we're a little tangled. Let me untangle it. All right, guys, you see that went pretty smooth. Now we've still got this gap back here, and I have another panel that we can put there, but it's gonna be warm this weekend and there are no signs of rain. So we're actually gonna leave it open for now. That way heat can escape out of the tent and come up. If it looks like we're having any bad weather, Amanda and I can run up here and we can install this panel in like 2 minutes. So we're just gonna wait. Now we're gonna move to the trailer. The trailer, I've got this gangway that's mounted up here, and I flip it over to the trailer. That way we only need the one ladder to get up, and we can walk back and forth. And just like Goliath, where we've got the toolbox mounted up there, we have one here on the trailer too. It's mounted to the front of the trailer because the trailer is taller than that section of roof over there. And if we put it on top, we wouldn't be able to go underneath some bridges and tunnels. So it's mounted to the front, but it still keeps everything up here where it's easy to get to. And we're not carrying it up and down on ladders. Amanda's pulling the zipper rail out. She's gonna start sliding it in. I'm gonna pull the awning out, carry it her way, and the guys will start building the framework here in just a moment. You can see by the time we get this all laid out, they're already starting to work on their framework. All right, I also keep these spikes for our flags up here in this box. And I've got holders built on the back side of the trailer. So I drop the flag spikes in, and then when the guys get the flags unloaded, they'll hand them up to us, and we just set them on top. Okay, this part here is special note for Matthew over at Signature Solar. You can kind of see the layout of the roof. The trailer is pretty much flat. I do have to walk to put these flag poles in. And we got to have room here for laying out the awning. But we could probably go from 2/3 over with solar panels if we needed to, leaving a few feet at each end of the trailer so that when we're unfolding this, when we tear down, we can lay it out, roll it back up. It can lay on top of the panels, but I don't want to walk on the panels. All right, and at this point, aerial team is done. We've got everything done up here other than popping these flags on. So hopefully one of the guys will hand those up to us here in just a couple minutes. All right, there you go. All the flags are up. And now you can get kind of a bird's eye view of the rest of the venue. All right, and there we go. Now the guys are hanging the curtains so that we can close up the individual bays as need be. And they just zip on, and then when we're ready to unroll them, we just undo the clips and they fall down. All right, now that the awnings are up, we've got to start unloading. So here in the back of Goliath, we store a lot of the Amsoil products, the Wild Willie's products in totes in here. So this will all have to come out and get put under the front awning so that Katie and Amanda can set that all up. Then over here on the trailer, we've got to unload my toolbox and the sink and a couple other little miscellaneous things. And once those are out, we can then lower the lift down where there's other tools and equipment up there and up in the loft above my head. It'll all come out, get put out there and get set up. All right, Katie is applying some mudslinger to the side of the Goliath because it makes him look nice and pretty and shiny and new now that he's been cleaned. You see this bed liner kind of fades and whites out over time. And where she has already sprayed it, makes it look nice and pretty. You can see the difference right there. Now Amanda's taking out the tables. We unloaded the totes out of the back. She's getting pallets set up for overflow product. I am working on setting up the Let's Roll lounge canopy over here and getting the batteries set up. You guys, Let's Roll is one of the products that we sell, and they supplied us with this canopy system here. Once it's up, this will be the lounge for our customers to sit in while we are servicing their motorcycles. All right, guys, Guy stopped by again. I don't know if you remember him, but he gave us some one wipe samples last year. In fact, we did a demo on it while we were in the Galveston rally, Lone Star. Well, he stopped by again and he handed us a bunch of freebies to give out to you guys. So when you come by this week, make sure you ask for some one wipe swag.
Thank you very much.
All right, so the Electro Lounge is up. The chairs are out. I've got the battery racks on display. Still waiting for some more batteries to be delivered, hopefully, to fill them up more. Now I get to get our Love Jug displays set up here along the thing. The guys brought Katie's shelves out, so now they're going to start stocking the shelves up with all the Amsoil products. All right, Love Jug display is out. The signs are up. Katie and Amanda are still working on all this. Looks like the guys have got a lot done over in the service department. So all the lifts are out. Toolboxes, tables, our fan, everything's looking pretty good over here. Almost ready to start doing business. All right, guys, I think we actually made pretty good time this time. We didn't start till after 10. It's about 1:30, and it looks like we're almost done. Looks like Katie and Amanda are just putting the final touches on the showroom. Chip and Talon have got the service area completely set up with the exception of finalizing the lift positions. That's because they haven't supplied us with power yet. And I didn't want to pull out my generator to run the air compressor, so they've got the big generator sitting right over there, and it's running. They just haven't run the cord to us yet, so we're just kind of waiting for that to happen. All right, guys, it's about 20 minutes after 3 p.m. now, and Talon and I just been working on some projects in the trailer, fixing a few things that needed fixing and adjusting, and well, we got a bike come in, so I don't say no to customers, even though we're not officially open today. We'll be happy to take care of them. So we've loaded them over the lift, and we're gonna get it done for them real quick. All right, guys, thanks. Anywhere you want. That'll work. All right, you ready? Something.
Welcome to the Ocean City Bike Fest.
All right, guys, we were actually just getting ready to close up, and Scott, Brock, and Peyton came by and got a service done, so we got them in really quick, got them taken care of, and now they're on their way. And I think now we're gonna close up, go get some dinner. It is Tuesday, and you guys know how much I like tacos on a Tuesday. So there's a place in town called Tequila Mockingbird. I think that's where we're gonna head out and get some tacos on. All right, guys, back from dinner at Tequila Mockingbirds. It was really, really good. Probably not as good as I remembered it. different location. I guess the last time we went, it was on this side of town. This one was on this side of town, and apparently they closed down one of the locations. I thought it was better at the old location, but just my opinion. I think Katie agreed with me, and so did Andre and Harry. Talon was his first time there. But anyway, I've still got to get 20 more miles on that bike before tomorrow. So I think at some point I'm going to head out for a ride here in a little bit. Maybe I'll just go down to Wawa, get some coffee, come back or something like that, and then just rack up a few. I'm at like 982 miles right now, so I guess I need 18 miles. All right guys, I did it. I came up to the Wawa, give me some coffee, and I'm gonna sit here and edit this video. Now I don't know what's going on out there in the street. When I pulled in a couple of minutes ago, that wasn't there. I went to the restroom, I grabbed some coffee, came back out, flashy lights everywhere. Don't know what's going on. But today went really smooth. Setup day was great. Everything went the way we wanted it to, and it didn't take that long. We got a few other projects done. And we've got a little bit of work in, which is great. So we don't always get work on setup day, but when we do, it's always appreciated. I look back to last year, there was no work on setup day, so this is a plus. You know, this could put us over our sales if we have a bad day somewhere else, so it's always kind of a cool thing. Anyway guys, I think we're gonna end this video here, but I wanna thank all of you that went and downloaded the TruePath app in the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. My wife and I really appreciate that, trying to help her grow that business. And if you guys are interested in more of the Ocean City Bike Fest shenanigans, opening day is tomorrow. More is going to happen, and you guys will get the video the next day, the next morning, every time. Remember, we are trying to reach 20,000 subscribers by the end of this rally. We're at 18.3. So guys, we need like 1,700 subscribers. So do everything you can, man. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video. Let's try to get many there as possible. I think what we're gonna do is when we hit the 20,000 subscriber mark, we're gonna release a new line of gear. I think we're gonna bring back some of the old ones as well, because some of them were real popular. But I've got a few new ideas for some new stuff. So guys, hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends, all that stuff that YouTubers are supposed to ask that I almost never ask. And until the next time I see you, keep those engines running.